We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Jack Flaherty, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Digging in, Adam Frazier, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Now the 1-1 pitch. Bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 13, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Striding in, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1. Whoosh, and we are in for some tough conditions tonight. 41 degrees at game time. The 3-1 pitch. He swung on and missed for strike number 2. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Stepping in, Gregory Polanco, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 3-1. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 55.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Fowler has a read on it, and that retires the side. 1 left for Pittsburgh, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Chris Archer will be on the mound for the Buccos. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
So striding forward now, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. 1-2, here it comes.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Batting second.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first base line. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Into the box now, Paul DeYoung. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was
Batting
excellent
third.
because if it's put in
The
play,
first baseman.
there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
So now to the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
At the plate now, Dylan Carlson. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. From the belt, the pitch.
At the ball.
On the line, that's a base hit. He pulls into second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
The right fielder.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
At the plate, Dexter Fowler. Into the corner and slicing foul. And another foul ball. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and this will land foul. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Standing in now, Brad Miller. A ball and 2 strikes.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Pirates nothing. Second inning set to go, and stepping up as the shortstop, Eric Gonzalez. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike three. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In now, Brian Reynolds. A ball and 2 strikes now. One out, nobody on. Line to the right side, but a foul ball.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Batting 7.
Next will be Jose Osuna. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1 home. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Into the box now, Yadier Molina. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Into the box, Harrison Bader. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Colton Wong would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Colton Wong. Man at first after the 2-out walk. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Left side. Fielded cleanly. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cards leave 1. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
The pitcher, Chris Archer, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Stallings on at first, nobody out. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. The 2-2 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. There's one. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1.
Now
that was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So here's Adam Frazier. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. The 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Fowler. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
So now to the plate, Brian Hayes. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. Two guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
Got him to go down swinging there. Brian Hayes goes down for out number 2 in the top half. To the plate now, Gregory Polanco. 1-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
A 1-2 pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Ripped down the first base line. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And that's the first out.
The batter, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here. Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Stepping in now, Dylan Carlson. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Runners on first with 1 down. Chopped down the first baseline. To second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now. Brad Miller would be next. 2 out with the man at first. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Now in the box, Brad Miller. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. And he misses. 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Into the box now. Yadier Molina hit to third. Reined in. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. 3 left for St. Louis as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Josh Bell the next to hit as we begin the top of the 4th. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Eric Gonzalez. There's ball 4.
The center fielder, number 10, Brian.
At the plate, Brian Reynolds. He'll swing it from the left side right here. The 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Now at the plate, Jose Osuna. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Made him look silly with that one.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Racing back the center fielder onto the grass hill and gone. So a 3-run blast to left center as they've taken the lead. It's now 3-2.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
In now, Jacob Stallings. And that misses. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Colin Moran.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
So now to the plate, Adam Frazier. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 3 runs already home here. 2-2 to Adam Frazier. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit in the air out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Pirates played 3 in the inning, all coming on this 3-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Redbirds, and Pittsburgh's taking a 3-2 lead. Number 39 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
For the Pirates, number 39.
Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Seared down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The pitcher, number 22, Jack Flaherty.
1 man gone for the Cardinals in the 4th, and the pitcher digs in next. It'll be Jack Flaherty. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
That's a ball.
3-1 now as that misses down and in. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So digging in now, Paul DeYoung. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Count even at 2-2. Wong leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Cardinals down to their final strike here. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Buccos claim the victory despite being held to only 3 hits. Chris Archer is credited with the win. Jack Flaherty was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.